The Dallas Cowboys are in a tense situation after consecutive home losses, leading to slow starts and deep deficits, causing concern among fans and players alike. Heading into their Thursday night game against the New York Giants, the Cowboys face a pivotal moment. With star quarterback Dak Prescott carrying a personal 12-game winning streak against the Giants, the pressure is on to maintain momentum and avoid falling further into the standings. Frustration boils over. Dak Prescott and cornerback Jordan Lewis didn't mince words after the Cowboys' recent struggles. Prescott emphasized the need for more focus and professionalism, while Lewis expressed his frustrations, pointing to the team's lack of attention to detail as a primary reason for their back-to-back losses. "We're not detailed in our work," Lewis said, after the Cowboys' narrow 28-25 loss to the Baltimore Ravens. Despite a strong 19-0 rally in the fourth quarter, the Cowboys had already dug themselves a 3-touchdown hole. "You can take advantage of details. That's how you win in this league. Everybody's good in this league. It's the details that make you different." The team's poor performance, especially against the run, is an alarming trend. They gave up 274 rushing yards to Baltimore, the most allowed by the Cowboys since 2020, when their defense ranked among the worst in franchise history. The Ravens, like the Saints the previous week, scored easily on their first 2 drives, and the Cowboys were once again left chasing a game they had little control over early. Dak and the offense struggling to find rhythm. The Cowboys' offensive struggles are another major issue. While they kept pace with the Saints in Week 2, they settled for field goals too often. The same inefficiency plagued them against Baltimore, where Prescott and the offense couldn't muster consistent production until late in the game. All-Pro wide receiver CeeDee Lamb has had a rough start to the season. In addition to a costly fumble against the Ravens, Lamb was flagged for one of 3 false start penalties committed by the offense. There were also 3 holding penalties, further derailing drives. Lamb, who missed all of training camp during a contract holdout, has yet to find his rhythm, and his absence during post-game interviews has added to the unease surrounding the team. Still, Prescott has developed solid chemistry with other targets like Jalen Tolbert and Cavante Turpin, both of whom caught late touchdowns during the Week 3 rally. Tolbert, in particular, has seen his role increase, delivering career highs in catches and yards over the past 2 weeks. The defensive struggles. While the offense has faced criticism, the defense's inability to stop the run is arguably the Cowboys' biggest issue. Over the past 2 games, opponents have thrown the ball just 31 times combined but have gashed the Cowboys on the ground for a total of 484 yards, averaging nearly 6 yards per carry. Quarterbacks Derek Carr and Lamar Jackson combined for 23 of 31 passing with 425 yards, a whopping 18-plus yards per completion. The lack of pressure on opposing quarterbacks is also alarming. The Cowboys have only recorded 1 sack over the past 2 games, a concerning stat for a team that prides itself on its pass rush. The defense must find a way to regroup and execute better, especially with 4 of the next 5 games being on the road. Stock rising and falling. Kicker Brandon Aubrey has been one of the few bright spots for the Cowboys. He nailed a 65-yard field goal against the Ravens, just 1 yard shy of the NFL record, and remains perfect on kicks from 50-plus yards. Aubrey has converted 15 of 15 career attempts from that distance, a league record for most attempts without a miss. On the other hand, the Cowboys' running game has been virtually non-existent. Ranked 29th in the league with 3.56 yards per carry, they struggled to keep up with Baltimore's Derrick Henry, who rushed for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jerry Jones expressed regret over not being able to afford Henry in the offseason, but even the return of Ezekiel Elliott hasn't helped. Elliott had just 3 carries for 6 yards against the Ravens, a career low, and was only given touches after both Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn had already carried the ball. Injury report. Tight end Jake Ferguson made his return after missing a game with a knee injury and appeared to come out unscathed. However, safety Marquise Bell injured his ankle during the game against Baltimore and did not return. Key stat, midnight. One of the most telling stats for the Cowboys' recent woes is that they haven't held a lead in the past 3 home games. This stretch includes the playoff loss to Green Bay that ended their 16-game home winning streak, followed by back-to-back losses this season. The Cowboys' inability to start fast and establish control in games has been a major factor in their 1-2 start. Looking ahead, the road ahead doesn't get any easier for Dallas. 4 of the next 5 games will be away from home, starting with a crucial Thursday night matchup against the Giants. While Prescott has a personal 12-game winning streak against New York, a loss in this game could send the Cowboys into a tailspin. For now, the Cowboys still have the talent and potential to turn things around, but they need to address the glaring issues with attention to detail, run defense, and offensive consistency if they want to avoid a deeper hole in the standings. Final thoughts. Cowboys fans are bracing for Thursday's game, knowing how much is riding on it. Will Prescott keep his streak alive against the Giants and get the Cowboys back on track? Or will the frustration continue to mount with another disappointing performance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to Cowboys News TV for more updates, analysis, and all things Cowboys. We're pushing towards 12,000 subscribers, and we can't do it without your support. Stay tuned, and let's hope for a bounce-back performance from the Cowboys on Thursday night. Go Cowboys!